No recognizable progress.
Is the nigga still in him?
As long as he's black and breed, he's got nigga in him.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Huey? You retarded or some shit? You gonna beat the man's brains in, and what you gonna say to the cops? Sorry, officer, we killed the nigga because he had an evil spirit?
Ghost, it's late. Can you just tell me what I'm supposed to do so I can go to bed?
I can't believe you haven't figured this shit out yet. Peace.
You got imaginary friends?
Peace. Peace. Stink meaner, you hate black people, don't you?
I sure do. I mean, I hate everyone in general, but black people especially.
And Ruckus, you hate black people too.
I wouldn't exactly call them people, but yeah. I have a deep distaste for Negroes.
Right. And Stink meaner, I bet you hate rap music.
If you can call that old stinky booty gorilla noise music.
Thank you, Booty. I must say that's a brilliant observation, Mina.
I had forgotten a nigger moment cannot be resolved through violence, but where there's harmony and peace.
What? What's happening? No! You tricked me!
A nigger moment cannot exist.
No! You tricked me! I'm gonna get you eventually, Rocket! You hear me?
Shalom. First and foremost, I have to give all praise and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashim Hoshai, Bashim Rakakodash. Yahweh be the channel of the cause God, Bashim the name of, and Yahweh Shai, and Lord Xavier, they call Jesus, and the Rakakodash be the Holy Spirit. The one I supposed to know is a great millstone that will well and that will they double on us. And peace and blessings to you whole elect out there, pushing the work of the Lord, in true faith, sincerity, and promoting your bodies as a living sacrifice. Shalom, Paul as well. So today's edification, exhortation, we're basically going over, basically, man, if it's, possible, man, to, basically try to be at peace with, with all men, man. If it's possible, man, to basically be at peace, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got inspired, to do this lesson from watching the show Boondocks, man. And it was a very interesting episode, which basically consisted of, an exorcism, of a old spirit, man. Basically, if you're familiar with Boondocks, man, there was a guy where, one of the main characters, Robert Freeman, he ultimately had a, old, arch nemesis, man, that he ultimately killed, by accident. And that spirit ultimately came back from hell to, haunt him and seek revenge. You know what I'm saying? So he was ultimately going on people, and taking over their body, and possessing people. And in the end, the only way they could possibly, take out the spirit was by an exorcism. And they did, everything that they could, man. They called the Catholic Church, they, they hit the man, they called Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus, is basically, chocolate covered Edomite, to basically, hit him, put violence upon, the spirit, the possessed spirit. But what eventually led to, the spirit, the evil spirit leaving the person's body, was, ultimately peace, man, which is, very spiritual, man, so the only way, he was able, to get rid of the spirit, was by promoting peace, to basically come into agreement, man, even though they had, their disagreements, they both had different views. It was ultimately, the spirit was ultimately put on, Huey Freeman, the kid with the afro, to have the idea of basically, trying to see what they have in common, man, so they can stop, and avoid a nigga moment, man, And now let's go to, like, what a nigga moment is, man. Basically in the show, if you watch the episode, You know what I'm saying? It basically goes on it, man, like a nigga moment, man. You know, most niggas, man, you know what I'm saying? You see it in history, man. We don't like each other, man. We got beef for no reason. You see it in sports, you see it in gangs, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga moment, man. A nigga moment, you know, is a perpetual conflict between niggas over trivial or ignorant things, man. So most of the time you see people having tension, especially black people, having tension with each other, man, it's over ignorant things, man. And it says a nigga moment, you know, is described as a violent altercation caused by ignorance overwhelming the logic of an otherwise rational Negro man. Narrated by Snake Meter himself. Snake Meter then explains when niggas form a perpetual bond over trivial or ignorant things, it is called nigga synthesis, like gang formation, i.e., MS-13, so, cartel. So, you know, even with Latinos too, man. The other, the other part of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying, the Northern Kingdom is still on that same way too. Niggas got beef with everybody, man. And when these synthesized individuals collectively have a nigga moment, it ends up in a worse than normal, like a gang war. He possesses the following. He proposes the following equation: nigga moments plus nigga synthesis equal complete disaster, man. And you read the bottom here. The nigga moment can only be permanently put to end by jail time for one or more than the niggas involved by creating a peaceful situation. Stinkmeter and his idiocracy were prime examples in that. Stinkmeter's nigga moment transcended even to death to reach Freeman's family, ending only when peace was attained in his idiocracy when they were arrested for the murder of Bushido Brown, man. So basically, man, a nigga moment, can only, so, yeah, let's just go down here. It says, although peace and its role in ending a nigga moment were explained in Stinkner Strikes Back, which is basically the episode. It was actually shown when Granddad's fight when two niggas who were used for Huey's explanation, an example that realized that their moment was ridiculous, and both agreed to end this and got on their business making peace with each other as a result, man. So the only way to stop a nigga moment, man, that perpetual conflict, man, you know what I'm saying, is only by promoting, coming up with a form of peace, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of, different doctrines out there, you know what I'm saying? Different camps. So that's going to lead to some type of conflict, man. And lately you've been seeing all these other camps, you know what I'm saying, fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Talking about they bringing sticks to camp. You know what I'm saying? You got other camps jumping other people. That's going off, man. The Lord did not set us up to be fighting, man, and having gang wars, man, with camps, with Bibles, man. That's going off. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures, tell us, command us, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially Yahweh Shai told us to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, man. So we're supposed to be wise out here, man. We're supposed to think before we do things, man. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to logically think. We shouldn't let our emotions, get into the way of, this walk, man. Because if you have a disagreement with a brother from another camp or whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? Tensions flutter. Instead of you being the bigger person, you know what I'm saying, and, just accept the fact that this nigga is wicked and you avoid him. Like the scriptures say, man. The scriptures say, man, mark those who cause division and avoid them, But you want to keep having debates with these camps and stuff. Eventually, tensions are going to rise, and then you niggas are going to start getting carnal, man. The nigga spirit, you know, is gonna come on, you know, to niggas, man. You know, it's gonna lead to nothing but chaos. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's best to be the bigger person, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And now let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 18. This book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 18, and it reads, and if it be, wait, no, so like, let's start at, Romans chapter 12, starting at the 16th verse. Romans 12 and 16, it reads, be of the same mind one toward one another, mind not high things, but condense, condensed to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits, man. So we're supposed to have one mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, man. But if a nigga don't want to have the same, you know, belief, you know what I'm saying? Fuck him. Move on. Verse 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. So the scriptures command us, man, recompense to no man evil for evil, man. So if a nigga's being a nigga, man, you know what I'm saying, getting carnal, man, you know what I'm saying, we're not supposed to get carnal back, man. We're supposed to remain spiritual. You know what I'm saying? You know? If a nigga's like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass, nigga, I'm gonna pull up with my guns and shit, you shouldn't be like, oh yeah, do it. You know, they're trying to entertain it, man. Trying to, you know what I'm saying, entertain, you know, the carnal shit, man, the nigga shit. You gotta put it, you can't recompense evil to evil, man. And provide things, you know, honest in the sight of all men. Like they say in the world, two wrongs don't make a right. In verse 18, and if it to the point, and if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So the scriptures say, man, if it be possible, man, you know, if you're able to be at peace with somebody, man, you know, most of the time, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's to the point that you can be at peace with somebody, man. If someone really does something very, very foul to you, very something evil, then it's obviously wise to stay away from that person. But if a person, you know what I'm saying, they just being a nigga and you can, you know, be the bigger person, just do it, man. You know? So as much as it lieth in you, live peaceably with all men, man. You know what I'm saying? So try to be at peace with people, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? In verse 19, dear beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will pay, saith the Lord. You know? So at the end of the day, vengeance is of the Lord, man. We shouldn't be out here, you know, getting carnal, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know, because you remember the equation, man. You know, a nigga moment, you know what I'm saying, plus nigga synthesis, you know, equals a complete disaster, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, try to, you know what I'm saying, leave the vengeance to the Lord, man. We shouldn't be out here to get carnal. We're not here to fight. And Yahweh Shai even said, man, there was, you know, people, you know, in, you know, the time of Yahweh Shai who would literally put like, you know, physical harm onto Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? You don't think Yahweh Shai could have just called fire down from heaven and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? And got carnal back and got his gang, got the disciples, you know, to pull up on a nigga, drop on a op nigga, catch a nigga lacking in the synagogue. No, but Yahweh Shai wasn't, you know what I'm saying, carnal like that. Yahweh Shai, you know, was spiritual. He said, if this was my kingdom, I will fight, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're not here, you know what I'm saying, to fight right now. This is not our kingdom right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to leave all the vengeance to the Lord. Like, you can send curses upon niggas, but at the end of the day, be the bigger person, man. Don't cause a scene out here, man. You know, of course, you might have beef with somebody. You might not talk to somebody in the world. You know what I'm saying? You might be a family member or whatever, but when you're in public, you shouldn't make a whole scene. If you have to, you know, say hi to that person, you know, just for the sake of, you know, not say hi to that person back, you know what I'm saying? You know, to not make a scene or cause, you know, some crazy uproar, then do that, man. You know, be at peace with all men if it's possible, man. You know what I'm saying? In verse 20, therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing that, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. You know what I'm saying? So, be at peace with a nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? When you help a nigga, man, you know what I'm saying? You're going to heap the coals of fire on his head, man. It's like you're going to cool that person down. You know what I'm saying? Like they say in the world, man, kill him with kindness, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't, it's like they're saying that, like, oh, treat people how, like, you want to be treated. That's what you got to do, man. Even if a nigga's being a nigga, man, you don't know. By you being the bigger person, that nigga can change, man. And it's possible, man. We seen it in the video in that episode, man. By the niggas coming into agreement, by the niggas being nice. Let's actually go to the episode real quick, man. He ended up agreeing with the nigga, man, because
Don't you?
I sure,
Peace. Stink meaner. You hate black people, don't you?
I sure do. I mean, I hate everyone in general, but black people especially.
And Ruckus, you hate black people too.
I wouldn't exactly call them people, but yeah. I have a deep distaste for Negroes.
Right. And Stink meaner, I bet you hate rap music.
If you can call that old stinky booty gorilla noise music.
Thank you, Booty. I must say that's a brilliant observation, Mina.
I had forgotten a nigga moment cannot be resolved through violence, but where there's harmony and peace.
What?
so you see, man, like they came. You see how even though there were two niggas, you know what I'm saying, who disliked each other, they ended up coming into agreement. You don't know. You might have something in common with a nigga. You might like the same things. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying, out here, trying to be a nigga to a nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I'm saying? So you notice how, you know what I'm saying, he said something about, you know what I'm saying, rap music, right? And he agreed. He was like, oh, that's a brilliant idea. And then you started seeing the person, getting, the character getting more happy, man. You know what I'm saying? And cooling down from all that anger, the animosity. You know what I'm saying? So the scripture is ultimately correct, man. Let's read that again, verse 20. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in doing so, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. So you're gonna get rid of the, that tension that he has, man, by helping your enemy. You know what I'm saying? You'll de-escalate the situation. And that's how you're spiritually, you're being spiritual, because you're de-escalating the situation, man. In verse 21, be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta be righteous, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the scriptures tell us, man, you know what I'm saying? Yahushua may say, eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, but, there's a time and place for everything, man. But especially in the times that we're in, man, and in Esau's kingdom, man, it's best to remain spiritual, man. We're not supposed to get carnal right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to get carnal right now. We're supposed to be at peace, man. So we shouldn't be out here fighting other camps just because we got a disagreement, or we're having a gang war against Christians and Muslims. No, man. That's not what we're here to do, man. We're supposed to wake up the elect. That's all. Lately, man, if you notice, man, the righteous brothers haven't even been in that spirit of having debates and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? With other people. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga don't get it, move on. Like, High Priest Ariel, used to say. You know what I'm saying? Be the bigger person, man. Stop nigga moments, man. And that's just in any walk, of life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just only the truth, but when you're, in your Clark Kent, when you in the world and stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta move out here with wisdom, man. If a nigga step on your shoes, you know what I'm saying? Be the bigger person. Fuck it, move on. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga don't like you, who cares? You don't gotta go in that nigga's face, oh, I don't like you neither. You know, you don't gotta do that shit, man. If a nigga don't like you, move on. There's some people who don't like me in the world. You know what I'm saying? I might hold the door for them. You know what I'm saying? I might tell them, oh, have a great day. You feel me? Kill them with kindness, man, at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? You can't be a carnal man by being carnal, man. You know what I'm saying? So, brothers, remain spiritual, man. And if it's in you, man, you know what I'm saying? Be at peace with all men. Because the only way to stop a nigga moment, you know, is by promoting peace, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be best friends with a nigga, man, to be at peace. But, you know, you just come into agreement, you done, man. You know what I'm saying? So you don't start a war. You see it all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? You see it in sports. You see Team USA. A lot of these other players hate each other when it's in the regular NBA season. But eventually they have to put their egos aside and come together in the end to bring a gold medal for the country. You know? You know, sometimes you got to put the beef behind. You don't think these players hate each other during the season? You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens, man. You got to be the bigger person, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to, man. Pray for the Lord for, you know, that type of patience, man. You know? You know, that type of resilience, man. You know, to keep up because dealing with niggas is hard. You know, of course, your natural instinct is to get carnal, but no, you got to rebuke that spirit because we're not in the time for that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's deep consequences. Of course, you might be satisfied with seeing a nigga hurt, but nigga, you might go to jail. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. For something temporary, man. You know, you're going to jail for temporary pain, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, be the bigger person. Howard Shah is a prime example of just having resilience, man. Niggas would put physical harm on him, and he didn't call fire down from heaven. You have to understand he had spiritual power, man. We don't have that yet. We're talking about actual spiritual power, superpowers. We don't have that yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't have those things equipped yet. But Yahweh Shah had it equipped, and he still didn't get carnal with niggas. Of course, he might, you know, he might have, cussed the nigga out, you know, or whatever. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Shah kept his peace, man. You know, to the best of his ability. So how much more us, man? So with that, though that's fire to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shah, Bashmi Kakadash, man. You know, stop nigga moments. A ball, death to America.